as YouTube say. So, alright, so this, you know, I'm
What
gonna just,
part did he come
this
in?
one.
I did not. I must be looking.
That shit do not even sound good.
Okay, here you
What
go.
type of anyway, long story short, is it there they go with that lame shit. Fuck niggas, that's what I'm saying. They gave the fuck niggas all this.
Yeah, here you go. Now that's what I'm trying to see.
That
Can
shit
you
do not
hear what I hear? How far he went?
even sound good. What type of ragged young boy car is that?
So he turns around. And that's why I got up and looked. And so it's, 4-door Charger. They can't drop stick shift. It ain't got no boilers. It's like, well, that's the new. No, that shit lame. And like I said, that also the reason I know because I wouldn't even think about it. I wouldn't even thought about it except I must have been on the Gang Stalker channel where somebody said what it is they do have switches to turn off these super loud pipes and then turn them on when they want to. And I've seen some cars they do. It's some factory cars come with it, quiet mode.
A Charger. So more than likely he came and did a U-turn. He came up, did a U-turn with that fucked up
Now I'm talking so, but let me. I guess I got it. Let me just listen, see if I can hear.
ass car, a automatic. Yeah, he
Yeah,
mad because he know he's
yeah, you
finna.
can still hear him. All right, you can still hear him. You can still hear that dude. And my point is, okay, how did he sneak up? And who would do that? If I put pipes, I was, on my car, I'm not, you going to hear me blocks away or a block away. I'm not putting on, no quiet mode. Like sometimes some people just to avoid, but if you live in an area that care about it, then just don't do it. But as far as I know, down south, there's no area where they really care. So you don't need, you know, that switch. So like I said, and why, even if he's worried about the cops coming at him, so he pulls up. He came that way because, like I said, I could tell. And then he switched the pipe on, and then hit it and turned this way. And he didn't burn rubber. He just turned this way because he turned the pipe. So that means all of us would have heard him coming up the street. But you can't hear him coming up the street. He's quiet coming up the street, and then obviously he did a U-turn right there where they do U-turns at, comes back down and goes that way, and you can hear him going up this. But that's how stupid. See what I'm saying? Democrat people are stupid. You're like, it's no, yes it is, because if you know I'm out here making videos proving that y'all do harassment, y'all are working for the cops, you ain't no real nigga, you a fucking, you're worse than a snitch because, you know, a snitch at least might have, had to get turned, meaning it might even be your fault your homeboy had to snitch on you because it was your plan and you recruited him, but it was your plan and he executed your plan the way you said and got caught. So it's mighty. I'm just saying. So some of y'all might have got snitched on because you're not smart like me. So you got your homie fucked up, and he ain't do it out of spite. They put the clamps on him. He really did, but it's like, oh shit, nigga, nah, it ain't no 2 or 3 years, nigga. You finna do 20, 25. Yeah, you finna do 20 to 30 years, and you only 22 years old. And it's like, yeah. So you better talk. Ain't no, he might have thought he was only gonna get 2 or 3 years. Y'all like, what are you talking about? I'm just saying, whatever. you know, yeah, this nigga, I ain't even think about that till just now. Like, this nigga had this, yeah, he finna do 20 or 30 years for you. He really was, but he thought he was only gonna do 2 or 3. So he's like, I ain't saying nothing. They like, nah, nigga, you doing 20. You finna do 20, 25 for this nigga? 20 to 25. It's guaranteed if you don't talk. But anyway, so yeah, this nigga he just come to and that's why I keep it's like these niggas retarded, man. They I told you they gave these retarded ass niggas this all this money. Cause like I said, I'm making videos about fake niggas gang stalking losers who never could make it either in the street or in a legitimate business. They stupid, whack, dumb as fuck, retarded, fake ass Quavo niggas who have to fuck retarded ass Cardi B or Glorilla type hoes. That's all they can do is fuck them type of hoes. They can't get no real woman of any race. They gotta fuck hoes. And like so you come around and it's like there's no way you made it. You can hear the bus right now. So he gets right. That mean that car has a quiet mode. And like I said, the reason I know somebody said that years ago on one of those gang stalker channels that they got a switch, and that now you heard proof. That is a fact because you can hear him going back. You can hear him going all the way up the street. And it ain't about, well, maybe he just didn't press the gas. It's like, how did he make it up the street without pressing the gas? And you ain't never been in a car. I used to own a car with some pipes on it. You could be idling. Exactly. I had a car with a 5-speed with pipes. You could put it in neutral. That bitch still sound like a fucking monster. So there's no way he snuck up on anybody. Even though it's an automatic. It's like, no. Unless he got a switch. You stupid. And you a fuck nigga. But anyway, back to what we was talking about. Alright, so I'm going to start with this.
Ronald was the backbone and heartbeat of our family, and he was
now, I saw this story about 60. They put it in my recommendations. The very next day, it was brand new. But I didn't say anything. I did leave a comment, though. They probably mad. And, alright, so I'll let this play. And I ain't going to say nothing until after this get through.
This time, and what was a completely preventable death. We are so grateful for the outpouring of support from the community, especially the men and women he worked with every day. We are still grieving and healing, but we find comfort and strength in our faith, in our family, in support from the community, and in our memories of Ronnie. We also find strength and comfort in knowing that we will not let the world forget Ronald Silver II. Because he was a wonderful and hardworking man, a devoted father and son, a loving fiance, and a great brother, cousin, and nephew. And by the time we're done, every worker will be safer because of the mark you have left.
What the hell is that? No, I don't want to hear it. That's that Democrat shit. Seriously, safer? DPW, don't matter what city. Everybody got different names, DPW, Department of Waterworks, Birmingham, Department of Water or whatever. Here is Charlotte, whatever it is, water. It's the water. He worked for the city. A good job, remember? That's what I've been talking about. That's why they killed that nigga, really. Retarded ass, they put all these retarded ass niggas in. Yeah, he's a hard worker. No, you got rid of all the hard workers, all y'all women like her. No offense. I don't know if I think that's his sister. Okay, so the reason I'm talking shit, because I knew they was going to do this about a week ago. I don't even know which video I commented on, but the first video, some white girl she tried to save him. And that's the one I commented on. And this was before they knew why he died. She was like his co-worker literally stood up over him. And you see, that's why I stopped working with these niggas. Even on labor finder jobs. We ain't even got, these people got benefits and retirement because they work for the city. It ain't federal, but still the city, it's like a garbage man, whatever you doing, you work for the city. Right? That's what I'm saying. They filled all these retarded ass niggas. They filled these jobs with all these retards. And any hard worker like me, there's no way you getting a job, right? Even as an assistant. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even hire me as an assistant back in the day. And I just got out the military. I'm talking about 20 something years ago. They retired. Yeah, they hired these retired, retarded ass niggas, right? And yeah, he's a hard worker. This nigga was retarded. Cause I'm gonna tell you, unless you can look at it, you probably maybe looked it up. All right, so the white girl said they banged on her door. Do. No, he did. Can I get some help? And da. And she's a white girl. She's young. I'll pull it up in a second. Only about 6 days ago, she tried to help, and like she said, this nigga big, but she wasn't worried about. That's another thing. Racism. Little blonde white chick, and she's kind of tore up about it. I think she is. She is because the man died right in front of her face. But you notice how racism, right? No, this dude knocked on the door, but I guess she recognized the uniform, the truck. He wasn't supposed to. That means he got out his truck to knock on her door. She came to the door. This is what I saw the first day. This is about I don't know how many days. I'm gonna pull it up, and she's recounting the story, recanting or whatever, recounting, and yeah, they go send one up the street now, like this bitch. You got just different color hair. They look alike. Look like this bitch right here. Whatever. So anyway, and she's complained. That the co-workers just looking at him lay on the ground, like, and she wanted to call. Now technically, that's the white girl she's supposed to be, but it's not racist. She's just one of them, a libtard. She's in Baltimore. She literally lives in downtown Baltimore, just like these white girls. She's kind of slow herself. She thinks she's smart. Ain't nobody else out of call 911. Yo, you need help on me? But she asked the dude, the coworker, he's like, nah, this. He called his company first. He didn't even call 911. He called, well, not his company. He called the city, whoever the city, this and that, his supervisor. And then, this dude acting up or that. Yeah, more than like, I'm pretty sure we can hear the conversation. That's why y'all be talking about y'all tell people to not film. Don't film. You need the help. See, we need y'all to film. We need people to film. Because technically, I would have called 911 immediately and maybe start filming. I don't know. Maybe I wouldn't have thought of that. But if I would have called 911 immediately, he wouldn't be dead. It wouldn't be a news story. It would just be something between the white girl that she knows. She immediately called no matter what he said. He couldn't stop her, but it was, like I said, it's just her, just, awkward. She don't know. But it's not for her, so it's like you ain't got to pay for it. So even if you call 911, ambulance come, they're not gonna charge you. Yeah, it's a city worker first of all, but she she explains it. I'm gonna pull up the video. She explains all that. They're on the phone. This dude is now on the ground sidewalk begging for help. And then she said her and her girlfriend, another small white girl, had to try to lift him up. And she's like, this big old dude. And the coworker, he still ain't, he's just looking at him. Trust me, I done seen that before. He's looking at him. He's letting him suffer in the heat. And so, like I said, me being combat, like I said, whatever. I already know this is heat stroke. This ain't heat exhaustion. And it didn't even come out yet. This was, they did, at that point, it was still under investigation, and she's talking about it the next day. I said, that's why I left my comment. I'm like, that is heat fucking stroke. And secondly, they got a vehicle. Remember, I done worked on some of these trucks, jumping off, doing garbage cans since I've been here. But it was winter. But either way, I'm like, even if it was summer, and then, I did the flagging, and that's what I'm finna get into. But the point is, that all this, they sacrificed it like there's supposed to be a change. No, there ain't no change. I'm like, there's nothing to change. We don't need all these regulations. Like, well, how would that even affect y'all if y'all don't even work for, I'm telling you, if they're making this big a deal about it, this is their way of trying to get to civilians with more shit, more rules, regulations because she did say every worker. Even if you work at McDonald's, she ain't say, just city workers everywhere, whatever city you live in Atlanta. She said every worker. Yeah, they sacrificed that nigga for some. I was like, well, how did they? I don't know. I don't know how they make it. I guess they might have tried it with me, but I'm too smart for that. That's what they mad about. That's what they, they tried this stupid shit with me. Cause basically what they do is try to talk you out your game, and I'm gonna go into it. I'm gonna go into it. All right. So what was that? 28. I made of it. It's in my recommendations. I mean, no, not my recommendations. My videos. Because I said something at the time. Because I got into it with the girl that gave me my certification for the city from DOT to be a flagger. At these construction sites. Cause the class went fine. The only question I had was about water. And it's on video, you can scroll through this shit. It had to be like 2018, 2019. Back then, I might have been making labels, so I might have labeled the video. But I'm not finna do all that. But anyway, so at the end of the class, everybody in there, it was only about 6 of us. We all graduate. It wasn't no big deal, all of us. Wasn't nothing special. I didn't have to do nothing special. We all learned. Only thing I said was, again, real nigga shit. Because I didn't know if this was like Alabama. I'm like, well, one thing. I asked, the only other question I had was, do you got to slow down? Really, I was asking for myself. But I'm like, I don't see it. Now, Alabama, they got on a highway, whether it's the highway or the freeways inside the town, like inside of Birmingham or Montgomery, you're inside the city, or the highways, I-20, I-65, whatever. Just like any city. But on the highways, slow down. Fines are doubled during the construction. It'll show you there's construction up ahead. But it also says slow down. You get caught speeding through a construction zone, fines are doubled. And I asked her, okay, so she even said, more than likely you'll never be on a highway. But actually they did have a gig on the highway. But it was at night, and you really weren't gonna be outside, you're gonna be in the vehicle. Just basically like insurance. The fact that they got somebody, with your, uh, certification just sitting there. Because, they're going to have the sheriff. So basically, they're just spending extra money. And it was a pretty sweet gig. You're going to be there at night sitting in the truck on the highway. They got blocked off, and they're going to have the fucking sheriffs there with the light on, the flashing lights, all that shit. Because this is not the highway, the freeway. Because it's going to be inside the city. All that shit, but I passed it up. But so anyway, my other question, I said, do they provide water? And I ended up looking it up in this state. I said, she's like, no, you gotta bring your own. I'm like, what? Didn't that require? I'm like, I took an OSHA class after I got it done. I'm like, no, you got to have water for. It's like you're not part of it because you're just a temp. It's like, no, everybody on there needs to have. I'm like, that's a law. She's like, no. I said, all right, you know what? Remember, a matter of fact, I even made. Yep, now it's coming back to me. Unless one of y'all remember, or one of y'all, I made videos inside the store because I was going to buy one of them. That's when I was going every day, but just about. Wasn't I? Yeah, I was. I had moved over here because I was at that food. Yeah, I was up there, that store up there. And I made a video because they were mocking me because I was buying, them little $3 packs of 24 packs of water. As a matter of fact, yeah. That's why I got this old ass cooler that, is just sitting out here now. It's just, whatever. It just sit out here. That's when I bought this cooler outlet to take some water, and I take my 2 sandwiches, and that's it, right? I said, fuck it, okay. I buy my own. There's only 3, and okay, you like, well, you got money, you're a veteran. I'm like, no. Even if you only making 50, well, at that point they're paying $13. You're making $80 a day. That $3 pack of water lasts you. That's like a $6 expense a week. $6. I said that. Buy your own fucking water. Buy your thing of ice. And one of the dudes, he rode the bus. Okay, I looked. They got a backpack cooler. It's $30. They got a backpack cooler. Right? You got a backpack cooler. It's insulated. All that shit. It's a backpack. These white boys get all that shit really for hiking. So come on, man. It's like, no, y'all niggas do not think. You retarded, right? And y'all supposed to be the workers and this and that, but y'all, all the real niggas, y'all didn't put them out, and that's fine. It's fine. He the fiance. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Y'all getting all the pussies. So if it ain't a Democrat sacrifice, it's God's killing y'all because it's like, no, you're not doing what you're supposed. You know what I'm saying? One or the other. It's one or the other. You backstab some other nigga. Ain't nobody mad at you, but that not jealous. But if you would have got that shit, position on your own, but it seems like they sacrificed y'all. Really ain't even got it. Seems they sacrificed them. But woman. Let me see woman tried to help DPD worker, whatever. That's what they call it, or DPW department. I don't know. We're not mean. We just tell the truth. Yeah, here it is. This might be the one I left a comment on.
It started with a
They probably deleted it. It was this 8 days ago. This was 8 days ago. Let me see. They probably deleted my. Oh, nope. Okay, they left it. All right.
When I opened my door, I saw a man who looked extremely out of it.
Gabrielle Avendano says that man was DPW worker Ronald Silver, desperately searching for help on a hot day.
I figured it was a heat thing just because of how hot it was yesterday.
I mean, even she ain't no, soldier, 82nd. But, common sense, like I said, you probably like, these chicks around here, it's hot. They know common sense, hydrate, right? And they drive. There's no way the DPW, whatever it is, has to be waterworks. He don't walk at all. He drive, him and his partner. And yeah, they might have had to dig because they could have been pipes and whatever. But anyways, and they get that's a good paying job and benefits, 401k, retirement, all that shit. This nigga too retarded to buy his own water.
So I ran to the kitchen and got like a Stanley worth of water.
So yeah, there needs to be changes across all fields because this nigga retarded. Nope.
And brought it out and I'm like, do you need help? Because at that time, once I was coming back to the door, I saw him fall.
She says he collapsed on the ground and begged her to drench him with water.
And I was trying to get him to drink water, but he was laying down. So I was trying to sit him up. And he asked, he was like, help me sit up. And his coworker goes, man, she's half the size of you. She can't help you get up. But he didn't.
So he's being, this nigga being funny. Yeah, I'm pretty sure when she stands up, like I said, she's probably 5'3" or something. Skinny, small, and her buddy, her friend, her and her friend trying to lift this. And I think she really tried to help. I really do. But I'm not laughing at her. But, like I said, and see how they treat each other. That's why, these new workers. That's what I told you. The times I would get a gig with these guys on the garbage truck. That's probably why I stopped working. Well, okay, one nigga on the garbage truck, he was young though. He was super cool. He was younger than me. He was not like them. That's what. Remember, I kept telling you that attitude, like they're better than you. See how they do each other like that, and that's why I keep talking about why the real hard workers, a young dude who's a hard worker who worked with the coworker who didn't die, who's even talking to her like that. Imagine a young dude who really is trying. He got that. That's what I'm telling you. That's that Nick Krabs in the bucket shit. That's not man shit. Grown man. Oh, you supposed to be a man. And I've been in the 82nd, and like I said, also whole bunch of gangbangers in high school. Nobody would say that. Nobody. I ain't even talking about gunshots. It's hot. Y'all was out there playing basketball. We out there playing basketball, whatever. Somebody fall, we 18-7. Nobody's, man, get up. Man, you need to get up. And we're 18. This is back 1988, whatever. I mean, 92. Nobody's gonna, hey man, call an ambulance, lay him down. No, don't give him some air. Don't stand around. I'm telling you, nigga, move. You blind. Look, he can't breathe. Exactly, nigga. We would almost get the fighting if somebody, man, could move, nigga. He can't breathe. Go, and this is 92. You got to go knock on somebody's door on the playground. This is, probably one of our schools, a goddamn middle school or a grade school with a basketball court. We out there chilling. Somebody pass out, man, go knock on the fucking door. Anybody, we getting mad at this nigga. Who door am I supposed to? Anybody, this motherfucker. You almost want to hit him. That's what I'm saying. We finna get the fight. That's what it's stupid. What the, go knock on somebody. But this nigga up there talking about, oh, he's laughing. Well, she didn't say laughing, but he's up there talking about, you too big. These two little girls, white women, whatever. But they can't pick your big butt up. He up there laughing, and he got a phone. Everybody got a phone, and I'll just let it keep playing. I ain't say nothing about it. But they want to keep putting this shit in my recommendations.
Offer to help me help Mr. Silver. So I just sat him up by myself.
According to the mayor and acting DPW director, Silver was ending his workday in the Barclay neighborhood when he experienced a medical situation requiring immediate assistance while he and his fellow crew members were riding in their truck.
So we had to lift him and lay him here. That's why I brought this towel out, because his head was just on the concrete.
All the while, Avendano says Silver's fellow co-worker stood by on the phone with DPW supervisors. It was her, she says, who called 911 and
Now, I never worked for the city, but I'm ex-military. I don't think I would have called. I would have called my supervisor after I called 911. They would have got on me like, you called now? Yeah. I mean, in military, you don't have. I know we don't have 911 inside the military, but that's what I'm saying. We're not. I'm not. I would have called. Then I would have called. I would have known to call my supervisor. I might have even rode all the way to the hospital with him and then called the supervisor.
When he stopped breathing, started CPR.
He let me and 3 other ladies pick this man up off my stoop, and he let us lay him on the ground. And
so the danger is not working in the heat. The danger is working with another nigga.
Chest compressions. He didn't offer a hand. He didn't offer nothing. And he's the only man standing there.
Avendano says the coworker told her.
Normally, I'm not down with all that. You're a man. You should be, especially from a white libtard, in living in a Democrat utopia like she is, Baltimore. She living the good part. But she's absolutely right. And you can hear she's like, he didn't do nothing.
Prior to his emergency,
driver, Mr. King, told me that he had been complaining about leg pain, chest pain, his hands crumpling in. He couldn't undo them by himself. He needed help to do that.
City leaders say they're still working with the crew and medical professionals who tended to Mr. Silver to understand the details of what occurred.
I found out this morning that he didn't make it.
We asked if Silver had reported feeling unwell earlier in the day and what policies are in place if an employee is having a medical emergency while on the job.
And I was just heartbroken that no one helped him sooner. He had to struggle up my steps to ask for help. His coworker, his supervisors, no one else offered him help.
Temperatures Friday reached the triple digits with an excessive heat warning in place. Avendano says DPW employees deserve so much better, and this should serve as a wake-up call.
So I'm hoping that they can
And then, okay, like I said, I guess technically I still work for Labor Finders. I can go tomorrow. Well, no, my what's the name expired. No, I got a new one. Remember, about a year ago, they expired. I went and got my shit. They still got it. It should be, and I could be out there. Matter of fact, working for the water if they get a ticket. But I know he was making way more than $13 an hour, probably 17, 18, 19, who knows. And he tried to make me drop it, and like I said, that's why I left that comment, but I wasn't finna write everything about the water. But I did say something about I said it. Y'all was like, be like, oh, da, da, da. Water is $5 or less, $2 for ice. It's like ain't no. You gotta.
Details tonight about a wild
All this Democrat, communist Democrats, everything has. That's what I'm saying. It affects all of us, even if you're retired. Everything, because they're trying to work their way into everybody's head. With Democrats, it's always some kind of sad story that we're supposed to. Oh yeah, okay, yeah. We're not gonna actually use common sense. We're just gonna go with you because you're a sad. I don't know. I think that's the sister. You're a sad sister, and your brother is like he died and he was reaching for help and da da da. This poor white girl and her friend is like like nigga, you could buy anything and you drive, you in a truck. Like I said, the niggas I used, the times I was just the temp. Nigga will pull over in a quick trip so quick. I'm finna go in. And yeah, I'm going in. I got money too, nigga. Probably got more money than you. Nigga, I got more money than you. But, I'm gonna go buy me a soda and, the little, you make your own hot dog or sausage. Buy that shit. It's all good. How them big old trucks, department or whoever pull up, and, they park, long ways. Yeah, shit. Okay, what you think I'm finna tell? Hey man, call somebody. No, shit. This is my thing. I got money too. Like I said, probably more than you. You probably, got a wife and all these kids or whatever. So. Shit, nigga, this is extra money for me. I'm just doing something. But, working for labor funders. So, yeah, you go in there and get your little jug of water. If I didn't bring my water the few times, you get your little 24-ounce Aquafina. You good. What, $3, $2? There ain't no way he can't afford an Aquafina. That's what I'm saying. Highness, it's not highness this happened because the what's name need to be brought to justice. What is it called? The people, the supervisors and this and that. It needs to be changes, across the nation and that. Like, no, bro, it's not even once you. And then if you get the heat exhaustion, okay, maybe they don't teach them, but you should learn that as a kid. Baltimore gets hot just like New York gets hot. All that shit. Niggas hot as fuck. Remember? Shit. Drinking out the water hose, all that shit. It's like, niggas, you recognize you're getting too damn hot. But like I don't know. Whatever. But, I mean, I do know. What I'm saying is, all that Democrat shit, witchcraft. Don't talk ill of the dead. It tries to sound intelligent. Don't talk ill of the dead. Like, bitch, they're dead. As a Christian, I'm telling you, bitch, they're dead. There's nothing I can do when I die. There's nothing you can do. You might think you a high-level witch, devil worshiper. There's nothing you can do. You're dead. Till you get awakened and got an answer for what you done and get judged. Judgment day. That's the end of it. Don't talk ill of, wow, what's that going to do? If they did, it's not ill. It's people like us, we're not talking ill. It's a fact. How are you an employee, a city employee, and you let yourself get like that? And you're not even, like I said, we were standing out there. I used to have my cooler right next to me at my feet. The other dude, he had his backpack. We had our lunch and our water. And I'd have my little sign that say stop and slow. And when there's no cars, I open up the thing, get me a thing of water. And, you put whatever. I never put it down. You could if there's no car, but and I pop the water open with my mouth, drink me some water, and then put the thing down. And I popped it because there's times we didn't even go to lunch. We wasn't some house niggas, but the white boys the construction workers, they want to leave their equipment It's all good. Either way, they could have left the, but we're like, man, y'all go ahead. We didn't move, we stood right there. Cause we was, it is, he's just standing there. And it's hot as fuck. This was summertime, we just standing there. We get on the radio, they said they going to lunch. They said, you want to, yeah, cause we could have left. They said, y'all could, we don't know. I got my lunch in my cooler. I got my lunch in here. He got his lunch in his book bag. And, and so we still control the traffic, even though they're not even working. They're gone. This only happened like once or twice. This doesn't happen all the time. But I'm just saying, they appreciate, the steamroller, all that shit is still there. They're like, nah, man, y'all go ahead. I drove, and so we could have left because they wasn't going to let all us go. And, we had everything blocked off. We could have left. We was like, nah, man, y'all go ahead. Yeah. You got to be out the roads. DOT law, you got to be out the road by 3:30 anyway. So, yeah, like shit, the whole thing got shut down by 3:30 anyway. So, but, yeah, it's like, hey, you on water. And you in a truck. I mean, yeah, I drove to the sites. I got a truck. But, I'm just saying. You work for the city. He got a truck. He got his own truck. He was all is always so sad. He was. Here they come with this shit. See. Oh, they turn. Okay, yeah, they been slick. And you know what? They cut this grass this morning. This nigga was on a riding lawnmower. He cut this shit and left all this. But so much, I don't care what y'all say. That's in relation to the story I'm telling. YouTube story I'm reporting on. All right, so like I said, they giving us so much. I don't know. I got to make a whole nother video because really I wasn't even supposed to be talking about her. Every time I see something, but this is way more.